Fazekas with a foul, his first. Can you believe that? 5 fouls on the Blazers, and Ryan Slavy to the free throw line. 2 for 4 from the line tonight. Free throw number 1 by Slavy is good. Antonio White makes his first appearance along with Kyron Miller and Cameron Hall. Out goes Zeke, out goes Braxton Miller and Javante Peels, and all three played a key role in this game tonight.
They absolutely did.
And those are the 3 players that we had featured on our pregame show. 60-32. Slavy's free throw, good. He makes 2 there. He's 4 for 6 from the line, 8 points in the game for him. And it's 60-33, 3:10 remaining. Michael Langston with a wraparound dribble, out near the timeline. Bounce pass right side, Antonio White. Antonio White gives it to Cameron Miller. Touch pass Smallwood, left right baseline jump, too long. Rebound Langston, back to the hole. Lefty layup is good. You never stop hustling.
Right.
62-33, under 3 minutes left. Here's Slavy with a left corner 3. Nope. And a rebound chased down by Smallwood. The Blazers have 31 rebounds tonight. Kyron Miller a 3. Oh, yeah! 10 for Kyron Miller. 65-33, and for all intents and purposes, this ball game's over. Garcia hands it to Baker, who lost the ball. Tumbled to the ground. And we have a timeout. Nope. Yeah, we do have a timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll keep it here. Coming up at the conclusion of our broadcast is the Galveston Steakhouse postgame show, presented by Galveston Steakhouse of Michigan City. Proud to serve stockyard Angus beef that is all hand-cut, is hand-cut and in-house. Galveston Steakhouse, 219-879-5555, or visit 10 Commerce Square in Michigan City, or visit them online at thegalvestonsteakhouse.com, which is where, after the new year, we're going to start doing our postgame show there for home games. And while we're at it, at the conclusion of the game, we'll award our player of the game, sponsored by Dan's Hitch of Elkhart, Indiana. Need a hitch? You've come to the right place. Dan's Hitch has been the leading expert in towing, installation, and service for 25 years with customers from all over the United States and Canada. And we've already awarded one of those players of the game, Ryan Slavy, 8 points, 10 rebounds, but it's his pure hustle that we have seen tonight that, said, what, he gets one of the players of the game.
Absolutely. The kid's been playing with a ton of heart from the opening tip to where we're at right now.
Thompson looks to come in, baseline left, lobs it in play to set player of the game in Slavy, right down the lane, scoop layup, nope. Rebound tap, comes down to Baker. He is chopped and a foul called. Aside of the obvious choice in Ryan Fazekas, who's got 29 points on the night, I'll give another player of the game, and this one is going to go to Braxton Miller with the way he set up the offense tonight. Grant Baker to the free throw line. You can award it to anybody on the Blazers the way they played tonight. Baker's free throw, no good. Baker's sitting on 5 points in the game.
It's just nice to see Baker shooting at the right basket.
You gotta feel bad for the kid. I mean, pressure of the moment got to him. Baker tries again. Good.
You think that's something he'll hear about Monday morning at school?
Do you think? He'll definitely hear about it. Baker 2 for 3 from the line tonight. 5 points in the game for him, 65-34. Antonio White off to the right, finds Cameron Hall, now to Michael Langston. So our players of the game brought to you by Dan's Hitch of Elkhart, Indiana. Ryan Fazekas with 29 points. Ryan Slavy, as the travel is called. Ryan Slavy from River Forest sitting on 6 points. Sitting on 8 points, excuse me. 4 for 6 from the line, as Malachi Sala has it up top to Garcia. Garcia nearly lost the ball, able to gain it back. Garcia says a dribble, works his way to the right, picks up the dribble in the double team, and shovels it out of bounds. It'll belong to the Blazers with 1:39 left. How big of a game is this, Larry, for this Blazer team tonight?
Well, it's obviously a big game going into, number one, your home opener, and number two, another conference foe in Hanover Central.
And you know where else this is going to come up big? When they go to McDipper at Rich South the day after Christmas. They start there. They play Rich East to open the tournament. Here's a three out of the right corner. No good. Rebound chased down by Baker. Out to Malachi Sala. Sala on the drive. Right corner, Slavey for three. Nope. Rebound, Langston. Langston brings it up himself. 1:25 left. Here's Cameron Miller back to Langston. And a steal by Slavey. James Worthy comes to mind on that. Slavey with a left-handed layup. Timeout called by River Forest. That's 10 for Ryan Slavey. Give him a double-double tonight. 10 points, 11 rebounds, also a couple of steals. And again, our players of the game, is brought to you by Dan's Hitch of Elkhart, Indiana. Looking for a hitch to help you find the right one specifically for you. Dans-hitch.com. Ryan Slavey gets the vote for River Forest. And for Marquette Catholic, Braxton Miller, of course, Ryan Fazekas. But you know what? Let's give a third one tonight, and let's give one to the bench mob for Marquette Catholic, coming in huge, keeping the lead and keeping the game under control.
Yeah, and they did a nice job tonight versus the other two nights in the against the 2-3 zone.
They took a big lesson from that 2-3 zone. Kyron Miller with a bounce pass to Hall, ahead to Langston. 1:10 left. The Blazers have their first win of the year. They lead 65-36. Langston off to the right. Langston on the drive. Comes back out to Kyron Miller. Wouldn't be surprised if they don't take a shot here. We're inside of the Dan's Hitch final minute. Want to thank our sponsors, Dan's Hitch at dans-hitch.com. Also, LaPorte Savings Bank. Also, Sowers Ford, our chief sponsor and chief presenter of all our programming on Arena Sportsnet. Also, LaPorte Jeep Chrysler at laportechrysler.net. Out front to Cameron Hall. Antonio White has it on the right side. Half a minute to go. Cameron Hall pressured, nearly carried it. Now gives it back to Michael Langston. Langston on the drive to the free throw line. Shovels it to Smallwood, back outside White. Out front Cameron Hall. 20 seconds left. This feel good, partner?
It sure does. First one of the year.
Here's Kyron Miller with a bounce pass tip. Antonio White saves it, gives it to Kyron Miller. A lob pass back outside. And we get a foul.
Timeout.
Or neither. Oh, it's a 30-second timeout. And you see Donovan Garlis, he's going to preach this all year about being smart.
Right.
So we took a quick 30 to settle his team down. And that is going to do it, folks. Foul called on Slavey with 6.5 seconds left. That's the second foul on Slavey. And the seventh on the fourth, I should say, on the Ingots. And they'll foul him again. And Michael Langston not happy with the way Slavey's given the foul. And both teams getting in front of each other. Third foul on Slavey. The game's pretty much in the bank because you don't need the foul right now. The game's pretty much in the bank. They lob it and play to Kyron Miller, and Slavey's coming after him again. And that time the official didn't call it, and this ball game is over. That's a Blazer winner. Final score, Marquette Catholic 65 and River Forest 36. The Blazers move to 1-2 on the year, pick up their first win in the Greater South Shore Conference. The Eagles drop to 2-3, and they drop to 0-1 in conference play. And Ryan Slavey playing his heart out tonight, getting a lot of hugs from the Marquette players. You know, you have to appreciate hustle like that, Larry.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, he did a nice job. You can clearly see the kid's the heart of River Forest team. And I expect that kid, as the year goes on, I expect him to do good things and continue to lead River Forest. All
right, now we'll recap again. It's time for our Dan's Hitch players of the game, and there are several of them tonight. The Marquette Catholic bench mob, which includes Cameron Hall and Kyron Miller. Ryan Fazekas, 29 points, 13 rebounds tonight. Also a vote for Braxton Miller. And on the River Forest side, the kid we just talked about, Ryan Slavey, 10 points, 11 rebounds on the night. A great job by Slavey. You saw the hustle all night long from both of these teams.
Yeah, you know, again, things got chippy. You can tell this is a conference game. You know, but for the most part, both teams play well. And hats off to Derek Melenkoff at River Forest. He's got
Indeed.
this team playing very well, a lot of hustle, a lot of energy. They did not quit. No matter what the score was, they did not quit. They kept playing well, and he's going to do some great things here with this program.
Absolutely. So our congrats to the coach, Derek Melenkoff, here at River Forest. Next time we'll be on air with Marquette Catholic basketball will be next Friday against Hanover Central. It's ring night at the Shoals Student Center. Our pregame usually starts at 6:45. We're going to start it at 6:15 and count you down to tip-off, interview some of the players. You'll hear a past interview I had with Nate Flores. It's ring night at the Shoals Student Center. Larry and I will have the call at 6:15 for a 45-minute pregame show driven by Sowers Ford. Our engineer in the ASN studio is Victor Locke. Our producer-director is Alvin Washington. Our director of broadcast operations is Mark Farina. Thanks to Jason Quigg here at River Forest High School as well. For my partner, Larry Babcock, and our entire ASN staff, I'm Brian Snow saying good night and God bless. We will talk to you next week from the Shoals Student Center as the Blazers host Hanover Central at 7 p.m. We'll be on the air at 6:15 with our pregame show. Till then, have a great weekend. God bless, and remember to make your next move your best move. So long, everybody.